respond, you were going to get beat. This is a nice throw by Jake Garcia. Put it right there.
Morris to make good decisions. Play action. Morris has 3 men going deep. He's chased, eludes a man. Has a man short, wants to go deep. Wide open.
Unbelievable touchdown, Miami. Safety 7-2. Later in the second, Kaya finds Stacy Coley over the middle. No one can catch him.
In his face and gets it out on time. Harley's able to keep his balance, and then it's just a foot race to the end zone. What a play.
Will throw. Looking for Knighton out of the backfield. He's got it, and he's gone.
Gaines family, welcome back to another film review. A day after landing Cormani, Mario does it again with a big-time flip of a linebacker safety hybrid from Oklahoma. And, you know, Brent Venables has a good eye for these type of, you know, tweeners. So let's just get straight into it. I think he's going to fit in like as, you know, what we used to call striker. Like he's going to play that type of role, in my opinion. But this is 2-by-2 set here from the offense. It's going to be, you know, man to the near side. You'll see this corner and safety man up on this backside, more of a cover 3 to the field side, which is things you see a lot now with different coverages. Here he is in the middle. So he's dropping deep middle zone. He sees it. These two receivers are cut up. Now he's looking at the quarterback. He's going to start rolling out. It's going to be murder, she wrote. Quarterback's trying to extend the play, and boom. Kaleb Spencer is going to meet you there. I think, you know, he embodies two of the words I hear most from head coach Mario Cristobal, and that's physicality and that is toughness. He literally says that every interview. They ask him horrible questions in the media, and so he just has to give a great answer no matter what, and he usually falls back on the, we looking for physicality, we looking for toughness. And Kaleb Spencer definitely represents those two attributes, so big-time flip here, getting him to Miami. Wreaks a lot of havoc when he steps up closer to the line of scrimmage. That perfect type of hybrid. So he's going to be coming here off the edge. They're going to also be bringing someone off the opposite edge here. Running back is 2-by-2 here. You got two receivers here. You got your receiver split tight with your tight end wingback guy who looks like an extra old lineman. But he's coming off the edge here. This running back has to go ahead and pick up this linebacker come here free. So that's going to allow Kaleb to get straight to that quarterback. I think this is a guy who can play at the line of scrimmage and continue to make plays, either sacks, TFLs. You'll see it throughout his film review. He's a hard-nosed football player. I think Mario wants to surround himself with more of those type of guys. I'm going to say something, but, you know, these are the type of guys that we're trying to fill the team with. So this is Stranahan, actually, that he's playing first game of the year. So this is Hakeem Williams down here at the bottom. Trips here to the field side. They're going to motion their running back over there, trying to get bodies that way because they're getting Keem on a quick screen here. But the receivers, their cornerback's going to be unblocked, so Keem's going to have to break this tackle. As he does so, here comes Kaleb Spencer, and he's going to be able to fold Keem. That's not easy to do. Obviously, he has a bunch of hits wrapping up, so we're not worried about this. Is just a guy throwing his shoulder. But Keem is 6'4", 205, 210. To be able to lay some boom like this, and then what he's doing afterwards, talking that ish, I think this is a Mario type of guy. I think this is a guy who would fit what he wants as a football player, just first and foremost, on special teams, running down on coverage, on field goal blocks, on punt blocks. Like, we'll get through it throughout his whole review, but this is a complete, just hard-nosed football player, and I think he's going to fit right in with the culture Mario's trying to build. So here he is going to be playing weak side linebacker. So he's played a bunch of places: safety, strong and free, middle linebacker, weak side. He's been playing, the striker role-ish. Here's 2-by-2 set here. They're going to actually pull their left guard to go ahead and get on to Kaleb. But again, you got this little handoff here, and you're going to see him literally duck underneath that pulling old lineman and get to the ball carrier. You just got to have football players, man. Somebody who just wants to play football. He's a hard-nosed player. We talk about physicality and toughness all the time as a staff, especially from our head coach. Go ahead and duck this block, this little baby-ad block from this pulling right guard, and get down there and make the tackle. So this is somebody who's going to play run support, He's going to have a little bit more versatility when it comes to dropping in zones. He's not going to be your true linebacker. So, yeah, I vision like, if you want to compare him to somebody on the team, it's probably a Keontra Smith who played safety in high school, but also played all over the field and found a home at the second level. He's going to come in with a little bit more weight, so you won't have to have that longer transition. But, that's what we're getting here. A linebacker who can play in the run and is, not a deer in the headlights when it comes to pass. Special little hybrid right here. So Canes family, Mario wants some hard, tough-nosed football players that you breathe it, you live it, you breathe it. It's everything to you. Usually those guys make plays on special teams. So we got Kaleb just lined up a hair over the long snapper. There's going to be a bust by the protection team on punt because he's going to go right through this guy. He's not going to even attempt to block him. But just look at that closing speed, man. He's around 6 yards off. This guy's about to punt that ball, and he's just able to go over there and elevate. And, yes, he kills that punter, but he blocked it first, so it's not a penalty. They're going to fumble it around a couple times. But just that, you playing hard on special teams, bro, it tells you a lot about character. We're going to literally about to do 3 special teams plays in a row because this guy is a baller on special teams. You got to win all 3 phases of the games. Have to have players who are involved in all 3 phases. So you gotta have this toughness here. He's just going down, and then just whiff of a block here as he's pulling up. This receiver or this blocker is just looking at him, and boom, makes the tackle right by you. So again, running downfield, making tackles, running down, blocking punts. This is somebody who really cares about football. This is a PAT. He's going to go ahead and block this. I heard something through the grapevine. I read an article that they scored this play or something like that, and he told him that he was going to block this PAT. I believe it was this play. I think it was first game versus Stranahan. If not, then I'm just tripping. But that's his type of attitude. Punt block, tackle on kickoff, PAT or field goal block. This dude's grinding. He's giving it his all every snap. Doesn't matter if it's special teams or it's a defensive snap. Coach Mario wants these type of guys on the team. So Tripp's little look here. They're going to have 2 receivers here with the little tight end or, H-back, whatever this guy is. They're trying to get him in space on Kaleb. Get a little quick out. You'll see how this goes. So he's been lighting people up, So it's nice to see him come down, make a secure tackle, wrap up. So he's not a guy who's just going to throw his shoulder and doesn't know how to wrap up or tackle. So he's somebody who can control that aggressiveness, but again, sees it, closes that space down, wraps up, secure tackle. I think he's the whole package when you're talking about second-level defenders. So Canes family, so he's here back at safety. They're going to be running a cover 3 look, so it's too high. They're going to be just disguising their coverage. So you'll see he drops down. You have this safety take deep middle, deep third. So a little disguise here, little inside zone. And here comes this running back probably wishes he never sprayed through that linebacker core. He splits right through the middle, and then here comes Kaleb filling downhill. Toughness, physicality. Again, this is something that our head coach reiterates literally every media day because, he has no choice with the horrible questions that he gets asked all the time to revert to that. But here he goes coming downhill. This is somebody, big time hit. Look at that technique. You can see he lines him up. He's wrapping him up. These are the type of players with that controlled hit stick that you would love to see. Not just a guy throwing his shoulder and not wrapping up. But this is somebody who could lay the boom, but do so with textbook tackling. Big time player here, bro. Here's in a bunch of space. So they kind of got trips to the near side. This is really condensed look to the near side. You got your receiver here, your slot, and then your tight end H-back here. So a lot of space that he's over here with. He's going to start closing that space down off alignment. So when he gives this ball to this running back on this little zone read, he's able to shoot through. He's actually going to save this touchdown because the way this running back makes that great cutback, cuts it right off here. Breaks that tackle. Now it's literally just him one-on-one, and then it's just a huge hit. Literally just a huge hit. But again, look at the wrap up here. It's not just a throw on your shoulder. It's controlled. Look at this. I'm trying to boom. That's textbook, man. That is textbook. Head to the side. Man got wrap up. He's exploding through. This is just a pure football player. I don't remember last time we got somebody out of Oklahoma, to be honest. But look, not Oklahoma. He's decommitted but he's from Virginia. I don't remember last time we got somebody from Virginia, but he looked like one of them country strong boys who just be knocking people out. So they bring extra pressure off the edge with him coming off. Little 11 set. You got your trips here because you got your tight end inside, but he's gonna be blitzing here. It's gonna be a botched exchange, a fumble exchange on that pool in between the quarterback and the running back here. The ball's gonna pop out and literally bounce straight to him, and he's just gonna destroy the running back and just truck him and go score on this. This is definitely a freak play. Bang bang, like what the hell is going on? But just love the awareness. Once that ball flies out, he's able to secure it, then just finishes this running back, and now he's going to the crib to celebrate the big play. But the ball finds you sometimes when you play the game the right way. He's playing it physical, he's playing it tough, and he's making these plays. Again, where I think he's thriving at his best. It's a little trips look. You got two receivers, tight splits here, a little bit out of the hash, with your tight end here. He's creeping towards more. It's inside. So by the time this running back gets his handoff, he's already shooting and going to make a big time tackle in the backfield. So this is downhill football, TFL, sacks, big hits. This is somebody who can, not be a stone in coverage. He'll drop. He'll get depth in zone. He understands it with that safety background. Just a big-time pickup here to go ahead and change some of the toughness on your team. All right, trips here to the right, Kings family, and they're going to be jet sweeping here to this receiver in motion at your backline tight end. This is the cornerback. He's not going to be his best rep. You'll see him kind of like stumbling and falling over himself, so he's going to lose that outside containment. Dude's going to ball carry. He's going to cut off him. But as you cut off him and go upfield, you have Kaleb who's coming downhill with bad intentions, my guy, to light your ass up. I mean, literally, dog. Cornerback doesn't have his best moment, but makes this cut up here. He has this lane. This is just perfectly coming down, filling. And this is meeting somebody in the hole, bro. This is literally the definition of meeting somebody in the hole and finishing with toughness, with physicality. It's impressive, bro. When you put on the tape, this is somebody who's going to play hard-nosed football for 60 minutes. Started off as a 2x2 set here. Canes family, two receivers, but they motion one all the way across. They're going to basically get him a bubble with a head of steam, a little swing pass, you would say. But you got to make this block as a slot receiver, but Kaleb's not going to allow himself to be blocked. He's going to be physical with this block. He's going to attack it, push him off, and then fight through. As soon as this receiver catches this ball, it's already a body. Great tackle, huge hit, but love the wrap up again. It's controlled aggressiveness. Look at that wrap up. Immediately hits him. This dude's going to fall back, but continues to wrap up and drive through. Follows through. So this is a guy who is pretty much, I think, is going to be within a year or two, making a name for himself as a second level defender, just because of how he can do things. He can cover in space, in zones. He can, break down and hit athletes in space, in front of him. He could fill holes in the run game. Everybody's seeing that, but he's kind of special, man. I think Brent Venables had a good eye to find him, and then we had a better eye and a better program for him to want to be a part of. Looks like he's going to be on the weak side here. Trips here to the field side. He's going to drop underneath this slant. You got zone here. You got a little bit of man on this outside. So you're going to have him drop underneath this slant. Quarterback has some pressure. He's getting out of the pocket. He's going to try to go ahead and hit this receiver up the field or just throw it away, whatever the case may be. Whatever his intentions were, they were never going to come to fruition with Kaleb Spencer closing down space. See ball, get ball, and then let them boys know when you get there. This is big boy tough football. Again, I'll say it over and over this whole review. Toughness, physicality. That's how Coach Mario wants to build this team. So we went all in on this flip, and it was on the low. I don't think they're letting these teams know what's coming, so they can go ahead and do what they got to do before teams could try to scramble and get their guy back in the boat. But that's gonna wrap it up for the Kaleb Spencer Film review. Beat UVA. Let's get it.